So one way spirit communicates with us is sometimes you'll get ringing in your ears, or sometimes you'll get flashes of images, just randomly have a thought, or think about the song. Now, there's a bunch of different ways that spirit communicates. Now, sometimes when you start to perceive it more and more, what you'll actually do is they'll hear a doorbell, and that's them at the door. We want to talk to you, connect, and you invite them in or choose not to. There's no right or wrong. Also, things like hear a door knock or anything that you would think about in reality. Also, they use those things in spirit to try to communicate with you. Again, spirit, unless you're really connected, doesn't necessarily talk the same way. Me, I get some symbols and feeling, like I'm very intuitive with my feelings. Has a clairsentient, clairaudience, or audio. Different ways that everybody will perceive. I communicate a lot, and also other beings as well use things like doorbells and knocking, and just expect somebody to do when they come over to your house. Like, how do they connect with you? They're coming to your house, your mind, your sanctuary with you, and you get to decide. So one way spirit communicates with us, but they're there, and they want you to be aware. Now, really interesting that might happen is when you're communicating with spirit or higher beings and things, you end up getting this fear wash over you. When even your physical body might perceive a ghost. Ghost is different than a spirit. But when we're around higher level energy beings, they bring up fears within ourselves. And it's actually all your fear coming to the surface. And it's interesting because when you say that, all you have to do is calm your body, take a minute, calm your body, and say, nothing for my highest good can't communicate with me. There you go. There's many protections, many things that you can do, but just because you feel fear, that's actually you. There are beings that will make you try to feel fear, but those are different. So one way is communication. So when you're feeling these things, like if you were to communicate with aliens, for instance, because they rate at a higher level, what's happening on a physical level is of that essentially it's getting mixed up. So your signal is kind of getting scrambled in theirs because they have a higher frequency symbol. So we want to attune to that. We want to attune to who they are. And what that does is, again, it brings up fears because we have to process to be able to vibrate on a higher level. We have to process things that are pain points for ourselves. Because if you don't, again, you're going to stay at the same vibration, and it's more difficult to perceive things that you're not the vibration of. Especially if you're a high vibrational being, you'll be able to perceive everything downwards. You can see the whole playing field. But if you're trying to perceive up, it doesn't work that way. You can't perceive up, within reason. And again, it's just science. It's just physics. You have different radio waves, different frequencies. So they will out if they're not attuned. The one will cancel out the other if they're not attuned. And sometimes they'll merge and they'll blend, and it will be fine. But or you'll feel uncomfortable if something is in you because you won't understand it, and it will bring about all the things that you don't like about yourself, all the things that because you can't see those things, you haven't integrated those things. So naturally what happens is it's an effect of, oh God, like I'm seeing a lion, and you naturally have this fear, but the lion isn't doing anything to you. Now, obviously, that might not be the best example because with a lion, obviously, it can eat you. But it's the same way. You're going to perceive it like that. It's like there's nothing to fear of these beings. Obviously, if they're free, it's good. But they certainly will cross like that. It's like being in the presence of God, almost. Like it's being closer to source. The higher the vibration you have, and again, you physically cannot perceive certain things. You physically cannot handle certain things, and that's the reason why certain beings don't communicate with us. We can't, because it would you would be stripped of who you are. You could go crazy, and that's happened. People have gone crazy for types of communications. Anyways, I hope that helps. Just keep doing more. So here we go.